Mazda is doubling down on mid-size SUVs with the 2025 CX-70, a new variant of the CX-90 with seating for 5 instead of 7. The new SUV shares its platform, powertrains, and most of its bodywork with its larger sibling, meaning if you like the 3-row, you'll probably like the 2-row as well. Still, there are a few detailed differences between the Mazda mid-sizers. For starters, the CX-70 is styled with a little more sportiness in mind, with greater use of gloss black than the chrome-laden CX-90. The grille gets a black mesh design in place of the CX-90's brightwork, and the front bumper is different, with larger simulated grilles leading to the air curtain generators in the corners. The rear bumper also gets a new design, with faux vents on the corners. Dark finishes appear on the mirror caps, door handles, and roof rails, and the available 21-inch wheels get gloss black pockets and machined faces. The front end looks more aggressive and appealing to my eye than the CX-90, whose flowing grille insert looks a bit swollen, like it got punched in the nose. However, the CX-70 still has a rounded roofline, which doesn't sit quite right with the flowing bodywork and triangular rear quarter windows. There's a bit of 1990s Taurus in the decidedly ovoid rear hatch, although the revised bumper design helps chisel out some visual verve. Inside, the CX-70 looks remarkably similar to the CX-90, at least before you realize there isn't a third row. Available red leather with a black accent stripe is a CX-70 exclusive, joining an otherwise black interior with contrasting red stitching on the door panels and steering wheel. Gray plastic trim with a printed carbon fiber motif detracts from otherwise excellent materials though, and I hope Mazda will offer the CX-90's Kakanui dashboard stitching and genuine wood trim. Relative to the CX-90, the CX-70 has most of the same equipment, although it's the first Mazda to include Amazon Alexa integration in the infotainment system. It gives voice control to some onboard functions, like climate controls and infotainment, and it also syncs up with Amazon-capable in-home equipment. The CX-70 also has unresponsive driver support as part of its adaptive cruise control and lane centering functionality. If the person behind the wheel isn't responding to an escalating set of prompts and warnings, as in the event of a medical emergency, the car will come to a gradual stop in its lane and activate its hazard lights. The CX-70 uses the same powertrains as the CX-90, with a turbocharged 3.3-liter inline-six producing 280 horsepower and 332 pound-feet of torque in base form or 340 horsepower and 369 lb-ft for the high-output S. A plug-in hybrid powertrain is also available, making 323 horsepower and 369 lb-ft via a 2.5-liter four-cylinder, 17.8 kWh lithium-ion battery, and 68 kW electric motor. The CX-70 rides on the same 122.8-inch wheelbase as the CX-90, and it's also nearly the same length. A Mazda representative confirmed that the revised bumpers may affect dimensions by a few tenths of an inch. But since it doesn't have to accommodate a third-row seat, the CX-70 has a massive cargo area with extra storage below the floor. I was able to lay out completely flat and still had room above my noggin and below my toes, stoking the imagination for a cross-country journey.